await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. Huawei Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it, is about the search for something greater than ourselves. Huawei Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G, are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. Huawei Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it, is about the search for something greater than ourselves. Huawei Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G, are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. Huawei Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it, is about the search for something greater than ourselves. Huawei Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G, are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. Huawei Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it, is about the search for something greater than ourselves. Huawei Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G, are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. Huawei Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it, is about the search for something greater than ourselves. Huawei Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G, are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even report.
Hi, dear. I'm about to 15 kilometers to the bank.
贷款再不来，可真没辙了。
I've sent you the prepayment.
There's a problem with the factory. We've been cheated.
I can't wait for 3 more months. When will the new business be started?
Have you received the money?
Yes, I've received.到账了。
Boss, please confirm this order.
This new business can be launched in just a week by calling the merchant API.
Huawei Intelligent Finance. Accelerate financial digitalization. New value together.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Huawei Intelligent Finance Summit 2021. I'm your host, Sun Meng, and I'm very honored to be here with you. Huawei Intelligent Finance Summit is a global ICT event hosted by Huawei and focuses on the financial industry. The summit will focus on how to build agile capabilities, implement industry innovation, and upgrade industry intelligence in the financial industry. First of all, Mr. Zhang Yuxing, Huawei Cloud CTO, will present the keynote speech, Cloud Native 2.0 Accelerates Comprehensive Innovation and Upgrade in the Financial Industry. Please welcome. Good morning, everyone, both on-site and online. Welcome to Huawei Intelligent Finance Summit 2021. From yesterday's presentations, we can see that the financial industry is moving from traditional finance to all-scenario intelligent finance. In this process, cloud and AI technologies are playing an increasingly important role and are becoming the core of this round of financial digital transformation. Last year, Huawei Cloud released the concept and product of a Cloud Native 2.0 and its related solutions for the first time in the industry, which has been widely recognized by the industry. This year, we hope to further integrate Cloud Native 2.0 into the digital transformation of all industries. Finance, as a leading digital transformation industry, is actively embracing cloudification and full-stack intelligence. We are willing to work with the financial industry to launch this digital transformation journey. This is the topic I will share with you today, the value of Cloud Native 2.0 in the digital transformation of the financial industry. We've seen that the financial industry has been actively embracing new ICT technologies, and the development of fintech has been at the forefront of the times. In the past few years, the fintech has gradually completed the evolution from the centralized deployment of mainframes and mid-range computers to the distributed era. By building cloud-based resource pools and migrating services to the cloud, more efficient resource scheduling and lower costs are achieved. However, this is only part of the fintech development. In the future, new business scenarios and new service models will continue to evolve from the financial industry. For example, Bank of Things. Many intelligent things have the capability of sensing, computing, storage, and connection, and the possibility of independent transactions. Ubiquitous intelligent things in the future will increasingly participate in economic activities. So, we are seeing an increase of a Bank of Things. For example, open banks will be increasingly connected. All industries will be an integral part of the financial services. Experience-based and immersive services will be provided. Only cloud-native technologies and full-stack intelligence can provide ubiquitous, diversified, and all-scenario financial services. This will be a giant leap for fintech. According to the IDC report, we can see that containers and service grids, among other cloud-native technologies, are increasingly being adopted in the financial industry and are becoming the standard configuration of the financial IT architecture. Fintech is entering a new era of cloud-native. In the cloud-native era, what are the core requirements of financial services? First, ultimate experience. Ubiquitous ultimate experience. The financial services we provide must be scalable on demand and meet different requirements for latency, performance, bandwidth, and multi-service collaboration. For example, real-time transaction services of banks and securities are sensitive to latency. Hundreds of transactions are generated within 1 millisecond. The service response time must range from seconds today to milliseconds. Second, agile service innovation. Internet-based financial services need to be deeply integrated into various scenarios, such as O2O live platforms and e-commerce platforms. Financial services need to be quickly rolled out based on differentiated requirements of different industries. Therefore, innovation need to change from month level, week level, to even shorter, i.e. day level. That is what we call agile business iteration. Number 3, we need to leverage the value of massive data to make our business smarter. For example, microloans and the related risk control, as well as fraud identification in real time. For individual users, how do we provide customized intelligent marketing and to quickly identify target customers? We need to leverage the value from the data and make the business more intelligent. Security, last but not least, is the foundation of financial services. Security is the prerequisite for financial transactions. Business continuity is also crucial for financial institutions because interruption of a service will be fatal to financial institutions. Therefore, we need to help financial services to realize high availability and meet the RTO and the RPO requirements. To meet the core requirements of the financial industry, Huawei Cloud Native 2.0 provides 4 core capabilities: all scenario ultimate experience, all application modernization, end-to-end service security, and full-stack data intelligence, helping financial customers carry out comprehensive innovation and upgrade, realize the digital advantages of technology and the financial services in synergy. First of all, ultimate experience in all scenarios. The financial infrastructure is transformed from simple resource pooling, i.e. in the distributed era, to an intelligent and cloud-native infrastructure that is application-centric and can sense application characteristics. The distributed cloud provides customers with ultimate service access latency and performance, and help financial customers to achieve business collaboration. From the perspective of application modernization, containerization, microservices, and DevOps, which are highly popular today, are adopted to help the financial customers to improve agile development capability and build a modern application governance and architecture. In terms of full-stack data intelligence, we help customers to streamline the entire data process, improve data standards and data governance capabilities, and fully release data value, and deeply integrate AI and financial industry know-how to achieve business intelligence. In terms of end-to-end service security, Huawei Cloud's comprehensive security services, security governance, and global compliance capabilities help customers in the financial industry to achieve security and compliance. Now I'm going to explain it in detail. First, let's look at the ultimate experience in all scenarios. To cope with the traffic impact of market conditions and online transaction, rapid capacity expansion and a large-scale governance are required for the IT resources, so as to deliver ultimate performance and resource utilization for financial customers. CCE Turbo of Huawei Cloud accelerates scheduling through online and offline hybrid technology and large-scale distributed scheduling and application-aware intelligent scheduling, maximizing cluster resource utilization. Huawei is the first in the industry to implement full container offload, allowing 100% cluster resources to be used for service processing, reducing customer resource costs by 30%. In addition, the container engine, the first practice in the industry, is further optimized to improve the overall performance of the container cluster by 40%. The large-scale distributed scheduling capability shortens the scheduling addressing time by 10 times, achieving high-speed scheduling of 10,000 containers per second. Application-aware intelligent scheduling reduces the idle percentage of cluster resources. By sensing the inter-task topology of applications, we can reduce the time loss by network bottlenecks and cross-node data transmission, improving the overall cluster performance by 2 times. In the financial industry, what often happens are banks' official websites have widely distributed users. Therefore, cross-carrier access will experience fluctuation of latency. The same happens in cross-geography and cross-province access. For example, there is a high traffic for market condition data access, and dynamic market data API query pressure is extremely high. Today, banks are using video for account opening, among other services, and the upload of video is slow and the upload failure rate is high. To address these problems that have a relatively lower experience, we use the CDN to provide financial customers with optimal real-time access experience. Huawei Cloud CDN provides with financial customers of more than 2,500 high-quality node resources globally. Huawei Cloud HON CDN, the HON CDN, help financial customers to access the best edge access points, so that Huawei Cloud network acceleration capability extends from the last mile to the last 100 meters, providing an device edge cloud integration acceleration experience. In addition, Huawei Cloud Net Turbo technology can achieve device edge cloud network optimization to reduce packet loss and latency in weak network access scenarios on the device side, reducing the average latency by 40%. Huawei Cloud CDN full-stack acceleration enables intelligent identification of dynamic and static resources, plus automatic router calculation. So we look at the access location, carrier, network quality, and node load to comprehensively calculate the optimal route to the origin server based on factors that I mentioned before. We provide dynamic acceleration for financial APIs and dynamic data, improving the acceleration effect by over 20%. In this way, the weak experiences that I mentioned can be significantly improved. In the financial industry, customer services such as remote investment consulting, remote wealth management, and a remote face-to-face review are increasingly required, as well as remote collaborative office of branches of banks. We have seen those scenarios a lot during the COVID-19. The banks are also striving to provide better services to the customers. And amidst this new normal under the COVID-19, these are also the new requirements for us. The Huawei Cloud Office and the Cloud Conference solutions can help customers to break down the communication barriers and achieve optimal work and service experience. Huawei Cloud Office and the conferencing is based on Huawei's own practice of over 200,000 employees around the world that have worked smoothly and normally during the COVID-19 pandemic. Huawei was barely impacted by the pandemic and was still providing services to our customers around the world. So we are sure that this will provide the same experience for customers in the financial industry. Huawei Cloud Conferencing provides stable and smooth HD video conferences, intelligent online data collaboration, large capacity webinars, comprehensive data security assurance, and global access coverage to meet the online communication and collaboration requirements of the financial industry in all scenarios. In addition, the full platform SDK is open and can be integrated with financial service systems. Huawei Cloud Office solution supports multi-cloud deployment. It can be deployed locally on the cloud desktops or be deployed quickly on the public cloud with significant elasticity. In addition, elastic desktops can be quickly deployed on the public cloud and service data can be stored locally through private lines. This solution supports elasticity and security. We provide customers with a consistent experience locally and on the cloud. This is the unique innovation of Huawei Cloud. Moreover, Huawei Cloud Office is based on the chip-level dual-stack capability of the underlying cloud platform. And we have built our self-developed transmission protocols based on our decades of experience that have been put into commercial use. This helps financial customers smoothly complete the transition between a traditional environment to the trustworthy office environment. Many customers in the financial sector, such as banks, large banks, a lot of you are sitting here, developed a large number of applications and use many third-party or open-source components. This is a general trend. There is an increasing number of businesses and they are becoming more open. However, the result is the system is becoming more complex. The O&M of system encounters the following challenges. For example, the mapping between processes, services, and resources is overly complex. The application association is difficult. This is a disaster for the O&M team. When an application is abnormal, there are a large number of alarms, and alarms are complex. It is hard to root or identify the alarms through the root causes. Number 3, the network topology is complex. Traffic is invisible. The fault locating takes a long time. Therefore, Huawei O&M management provides financial customers with a maintenance operation of one trace to the end and a second level locating. Our Manage One cloud management platform uses 3 key technologies to address these challenges. Proactive all-scenario monitoring. We provide a data center level full scenario monitoring view to automatically aggregate related alerts, reducing the number of alerts and improve alert troubleshooting efficiency. Second, holographic topology. Millions of nodes, soft and hardware topologies are converged into one topology, implementing second level, one screen, and multidimensional tracing. Wherever the problem occurred, we can identify from this graph. Number 3, invocation chain analysis is used to restore complete call chain data such as function call relationships, parameters, return values, and latency. The intelligent root cause detection algorithm based on the graph database can be implemented to realize second-level tracing and locating of financial class core services and discovers problems within 3 minutes on a million-level scale and 10 minutes to locate the problem. Such ultimate O&M experience is also dependent on the new technologies released. After the ultimate experience, let's look at in the internet-oriented financial era, the challenge of application transformation. Traditional financial services are faced with numerous assets, redundant applications, difficult governance, and a long release period. It is hard to quickly respond to the fierce financial market competition and meet users' requirements on the speed of a release. Huawei Cloud Native 2.0 helps financial customers modernize their applications. The Huawei Cloud Roma platform enables the four modernizations of infrastructure, application architecture, development and O&M, and governance operations. Infrastructure modernization uses technologies such as smooth migration from traditional pool-based infrastructure to the cloud, container, multi-computing, and distributed cloud to achieve infrastructure flexibility and high availability and reduce the construction and O&M cost. Architecture modernization transforms application architectures and uses technologies such as service, microservice-based, distributed, and serverless to split applications into smaller granularities. In this way, the application architecture can adapt to distributed, elastic requirements as well as high reliability and high concurrency. In terms of development and O&M, DevSecOps have been implemented. You have heard of DevOps, but Huawei added security into the concept of DevOps. We put agile capability and security and trustworthiness into the development process to make sure the cloud infrastructure and the microservice architecture can have their advantages of agility into full play. In terms of modernization of governance and operation, we use technologies such as convergence integration and unified asset management to implement efficient governance and operation of applications, build a smooth evolution IT architecture. Such approach can help our customers to achieve evolution of IT architecture. We do not need to break the existing infrastructure. We can protect the past investment. This is a smooth evolution of IT architecture, and we can maximize the value of old and new assets together. Traditional financial systems are siloed. There are segmentation of business and data. There are data silos and system silos, among many other problems. So how are we going to break those data silos and maximize the value of data? That has always been an important topic for the financial industry. As the financial services become part of all industries, new businesses are being generated that will increase the data volume. So how are we going to deal with that massive data and turn it into high-value data assets? So turning resources into assets, these are two completely different concepts. But turning data resources into data asset is a challenge for the financial industry. The Huawei Cloud Data Enablement Platform Dayu is dedicated to streamlining data from resources to assets of data. Our financial class distributed database GaussDB and the Fusion Insight Intelligent Data Lake provide financial customers with full data lifecycle management, including data generation, access, governance, and services. The on-demand loading of the lake, warehouse, and the database can be realized to build highly reliable, low-cost, and efficient data solutions across isolated systems in the financial industry. Based on the Huawei Cloud Dayu data enablement solution, we built one lake and two databases for ICBC, serving 200+ peer customers and 30,000+ enterprises. We provide the HQ, branch, and enterprise customers with simple and fast reusable intelligent data services. In the China Merchants Bank, the collaborative construction of financial data lakes and warehouses met CMB's requirement for complex information service processing, fully supports the idea of everyone using data, and helps CMB become the king of trillion-dollar retail sales. Finance is a highly digital industry with clear business rules and objectives. It is suitable for AI applications, such as smart marketing, smart operations, smart customers, and smart investment research. AI has become an important means for communicating with customers. In the past few years, Huawei Cloud AI has been widely practiced in many financial scenarios. This year, we have launched 3 new AI solutions to implement AI in the financial industry. New AI development paradigm. In the past, AI development was customized and fragmented from data collection, processing, labeling, training, optimization, and iteration was the very lengthy and complex process. It was highly customized according to the complex scenarios of all industries. The Huawei Cloud Pangu large model is one AI large model that can be used in multiple scenarios and be duplicated on large scale so as to reduce dependency on data labeling and processing. AI development has changed from traditional workshop style to modern and industrial style. New knowledge computing solution. By applying the knowledge computing solution, Huawei help enterprises to build their own knowledge system and build enterprise knowledge platform, integrate enterprise data in different media and in various forms, and generate systemic system of knowledge which can be effectively used for predictive analysis and decision-making assistance, improving enterprise operation efficiency. This, I believe, is extremely helpful for the financial industry. Last year, we launched our knowledge computing solution. This year, we will continue to release new industry suites and industry workflows. Through efficient knowledge, model, data, and computing power, we enable machine and people enablement. These 4 efficiencies will be incorporated into the Model Arts one-stop AI development platform to enable efficient AI implementation in the industry. Later, my colleague Mr. Jia Yongli will explain in detail about artificial intelligence. Finally, let's look at the basic requirement for cloudification of financial services, which is security. The financial industry is supervised by the central bank and the financial regulatory committees. Therefore, security and compliance are the top priorities for cloud migration in the financial industry. Second, the importance of financial services imposes high requirements on business continuity and cannot be interrupted. The Huawei Cloud Financial Zone can build a secure and compliant service platform for financial customers. In terms of graded protection compliance, the Financial Zone is built in compliance with relevant technical standards of the People's Bank of China. It adopts an independent modular design with strict isolation of physical resources and exclusive physical resources in the financial industry. In addition, Huawei Cloud Financial Zone supports resource exclusiveness, which is the only company in the industry that supports this function. Computing and storage, among other physical resources, are exclusively used by tenants based on different levels, meeting the deployment requirements of dedicated pools for high-value services such as databases, big data, and middleware, and meeting customers' diversified resource isolation requirements. Huawei's financial solution has passed a series of security certifications and also PCI DSS. We have passed over 70 security certifications around the world. In terms of high availability, we support intracity, active-active, and remote DR, ensuring uninterrupted and stable running of financial services. Last but not least, the Huawei Cloud Financial Zone has been launched recently. There is a localized innovation zone. The underlying layer supports Kunpeng-based computing and storage resource pools and Kunpeng-based middleware services, supporting localized OS, databases, and other solutions. The launch of this solution will help our financial industry customers to meet their dedicated requirements. In terms of the end-to-end business security, while discovering the value of financial data, data privacy protection is also important. The 13th Five-Year Plan clearly states the implementation of the National Big Data Strategy, accelerates the open sharing of big data, and standardizes data resource management. During the 14th Five-Year Plan, it was further stated that data resource transaction security assurance system must be built. We need to regulate the data resource management. The Cyberspace Administration of China has released the Data Security Management Regulation that states clear requirements on the data protection. So on the one hand, data mobility and sharing is encouraged. On the other hand, data and privacy protection must be assured. The Huawei Cloud Trusted Intelligent Computing Service, or TICS, is designed for the financial industry. It breaks down cross-industry data silos and enables joint analysis and cross-industry federated learning of multi-party data within and across industries under data privacy protection. TICS interconnects with multiple mainstream data systems such as MRS, Data Lake, and a DWS Cloud Data Warehouse, implements converged analysis of data consumers, implements secure computing for sensitive data of participants on aggregated computing nodes with TEE security support. In this way, data availability is achieved without visibility. In addition, it provides visualized data usage flow diagrams for data participants, providing end-to-end visibility. We also provide plug-and-play blockchain interconnection storage to implement end-to-end audit and traceability during data circulation and computing. This will promote trusted convergence and the collaboration of cross-source and cross-domain data. In this way, auditability and traceability are realized end-to-end. This will help to unleash the data value and also protect data privacy.
Just now, I presented the full core capabilities of our cloud-native 2.0 solution for the financial sector. Their implementation requires a solid and reliable platform and a full-stack solution. The Huawei Cloud Stack, and this platform includes Huawei Public Cloud, Huawei Cloud Stack, and Huawei Cloud Edge. The Huawei Cloud Stack, which is at the heart of the solution, is deployed in customers' equipment rooms, providing a wide range of security capabilities and cloud services to meet requirements of local deployment, security, and compliance of the financial industry. Huawei Cloud Full Stack Financial Solution supports the intelligent upgrade of banks in 5 areas: resources, data, applications, management, and office cloud. So basically, the products and solutions have the following features: unified resource pools, converts the data, connected applications, unified management, and shared desktop. This is the full-stack financial solution. Huawei is committed to helping financial institutions pursue digital transformation by providing a wide range of solutions Apart from that, Huawei, a large global company, has also undergone the digital transformation and accumulated a lot of experience, which can be helpful for financial customers. Huawei's digital transformation has been ongoing for a very long time, but we have been very determined throughout the process. We have decided that we are going to use cloud as the basis, and we will shift from the traditional IT architecture to a digital and intelligent one. However, we have established systems for R&D, supply, delivery, marketing, and internal management that we have built up over many years. It's very difficult to get rid of them overnight. And they have experience we have accumulated over decades. We cannot remove them. However, we need to build new applications. For example, we need the distributed architecture to meet needs of new services. That means we need to combine both the old and the new. This is where a new model comes in. The key is the coexistence of the new and the old. We use the Roma platform to combine data of old and new platforms to create unified data and application platforms. In this process, we focused on three things mainly. First, existing apps, cloud migration. Second, new apps, take the cloud-native approach. Third, importing all data into the data lake to ensure consistent data sources and data ensuring, as well as data governance. If you look at existing apps, we use the bimodal approach. Traditional software packages continue to use the waterfall model, but they migrate to cloud-native architecture. Service-oriented applications, however, switch to DevOps, an agile development model. New apps take the cloud-native approach from the get-go, and they use the DevOps, an agile development model. We use Roma to combine old and new applications. All data is imported into the data lake, as I mentioned, so that they have consistent data sources. We also leverage AI, as well as the experience we accumulate over the years to inject intelligence into data. This is the approach we take towards digital transformation, and the key is coexistence of the new and the old. Let me give you one example. Huawei has a huge R&D system, including over 100,000 R&D engineers across the globe, as well as engineers of our partners. So how can we transform the R&D system? We have done several types of work. First, we use clouds and containers. We build millions of virtual machines and tens of millions of containers that can be globally deployed in seconds. Mirrors are built once and can be deployed anywhere. And we ensure consistency in app environment configurations and support global deployment at one click, improving efficiency significantly. Second, application as a service. We have created 7 R&D clouds for different applications. Third, automated end-to-end processes. At the center of it is data importing, so that old and new applications can be integrated, and the whole process covers design, development, compilation, and build, testing, and release. Many steps of R&D leverage AI so that they become more intelligent. This is how we automate the entire process of research and development. The entire transformation ensures that the whole thing works like an assembly line, and every single line of code is on the cloud. Huawei Cloud is committed to benefiting all industries through tech innovation. This year, we will unveil a range of new products on the cloud-native architecture, AI enablement, app enablement, security, and so on, aimed at providing better platforms and tools to financial institutions. So please stay tuned. In addition, Huawei looks forward to working with global financial partners to incubate a range of most competitive financial solutions through joint innovation to speed up the digital transformation in the sector. Thanks to our efforts in the past years, we have unveiled a lot of solutions. Today, we are very privileged to have with us some representatives of partners at the summit. I will briefly walk you through the jointly developed solutions. First, Temenos and Huawei have jointly developed the cloud-native digital banking solution. Temenos API First and cloud-native core banking solution based on Huawei Cloud helps banks of various sizes accelerate cloud migration and modernize the core banking system. Second, Quantex, a company based in Beijing, has worked with Huawei to develop the capital markets risk-based pricing cloud platform. It integrates the CCE Turbo and provides scalable distributed computing capabilities at scale, enables the Quantex to run risk-based pricing platform, significantly boosting financial institutions' capability to price complex derivatives and manage risk exposure in real time. Third, CSII, another company based in Beijing, teams up with Huawei to develop a distributed financial core system. It's flexible, easy to use, and high-performing. It provides a wide range of service models and fully meets banks' needs for developing innovative services. The next is Gantize. It and Huawei have created the cloud-native securities market data system. It can be deployed across platforms, and it is component-based and supports secondary development, reducing the customer's cost and the technical barrier, improving performance and user experience. The next one is Merchants Union Consumer Finance Company, or MUCFC. It has worked with Huawei Cloud to develop an interaction solution. It leverages Huawei Cloud Native and AI to build an intelligent interactive robot. It meets requirements of regulators as well as for compliance and reduces costs and improving efficiency of enterprises' debt collection, service sales, and outbound calls. Next, Sunline and Huawei Cloud have developed the data asset convergence solution, which is quite important in the financial sector. It's based on Huawei data and AI tech. The two develop marketing, risk control, and data asset solutions, quickly bringing into full play the value of financial data and implementing the digital transformation. Beiming Software and Huawei Cloud have jointly developed the unified data platform solution for insurance services. It's based on Huawei Cloud Fusion Site MRS. The unified platform solution for insurers conducts fine-grained operations and management internally while meeting regulatory requirements for online property insurance services. Collegians, a company based in Shanghai, and Huawei Cloud have jointly developed the Big Data OLAP solution. Based on Huawei Cloud Fusion Site MRS Cloud-Native Data Lake, the one-stop real-time OLAP analysis solution enables financial data analysts and helps the financial industry achieve agile innovation. Now let's welcome the partner representatives to the stage to initiate the release ceremony. Let's also welcome to the stage Mr. Tao Cong, President of Huawei's EBG, to release the jointly developed solutions. Now let's welcome to the stage our partners. First, let's welcome Mr. Liao Wanshan, Head of IT of MUCFC. Ms. Zhu Jun, head of the Greater China region at Temenos. Zhang Yi of Beiming Software. Chen Mingyong, founder and CEO of Quantex. Xu Yali, EVP, Executive Vice President of Sunline. Wei Xiang, Vice President of CSII. Ms. Liu Qiong, Vice President of Gantais. Han Xin, President of Kailigence. Okay, please hold your hands. After hearing the countdown, raise your hands to release the jointly developed Huawei Cloud Native 2.0 financial solutions. Please join me in the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let's release the solutions. The jointly developed Cloud Native 2.0 financial solutions are officially released. Thank you for sharing this exciting moment with us. Please face the camera. Let's take a photo to mark the occasion. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please step down and take your seats.
Fintech is the source driving power to build modern financial enterprises and promote financial development to improve quality and increase efficiency. Next, we will invite Mr. Zhou Yonghong, Deputy General Manager, ICBC Technology, to bring keynote speech, Fintech enables new financial business forms. Distinguished guests on-site and online, good morning. I am Zhou Yonghong from ICBC Technology. I am entrusted by our chairman to deliver a keynote speech. First, I want to congratulate Huawei for its launch of Cloud Native 2.0. I also want to thank Huawei for building this excellent platform for us to discuss and share ideas. It is also my great honor to, on behalf of ICBC Technology, meet all the guests and friends today. My topic today is Fintech enables new financial business forms based on the practice of ICBC. This year is the opening year of the 14th five-year plan. In the 14th five-year plan, scientific and technological innovation is being lifted to a historical height. Finance is the pillar of a country's economy, and the technologies are fundamental to a country's. Therefore, fintech investment and capability improvement are vital. The financial industry digital transformation is also a shared responsibility and mission for all the practitioners in the industry. I believe The three keywords for all of us are digital transformation, autonomy and self-control, and financial risk control and regulation. These are the common topics for all people in the financial industry. Huawei is a great Chinese company. It showed us great responsibility in technological innovation. ICBC has over 3 decades of fintech practice and explorations. And ICBC has been at the forefront of fintech development of China. Our shared mission is a fintech development. ICBC Technology is fully owned subsidiary of ICBC. It is part of the strategy layout of the ICBC. We have an inherent financial and scientific attribute. Our mission is internally enable the intelligent banking of ICBC and externally building open, cooperative financial platform for this industry. We also serve as a bridge and a window for the financial industry. In terms of the digital banking ecosystem, after decades of practices and exploration, ICBC has gained experience through the fintech platform such as API and finance ecosystem cloud. We have connected government affairs, industry, consumption, and the trade. We built over 2,000 digital finance products. Our API opening platform, after over 8 years of building, it started in 2014. It has connected ICBC's over 300 services with 3,800 partners, and every day there are over 80 million transactions. This is our practice of intelligent banking across industries that features openings and ubiquitous financial capabilities. We also have launched e-wallet, and after a short time of 3 or 4 years, it has connected over 400 partners with over 200 billion RMB of transaction. E-payment, among other products, uphold the spirit of openness. The 容安易信 is being used by a lot of peers in this industry. Those are part of the ICBC's exploration and practices in digital technologies. Facing the next 3 years, ICBC is also considering ecosystem building and how to walk into depth into the financial digital transformation. We propose this 4D model. If we say that ecosystem is the upper layer structure, then the foundation should be the digital infrastructure. ecosystem and fintech innovation environment and a diversified financial ecosystem are the foundation of this environment. So starting from digital infrastructure to digital assets to digital format and digital environment, this is the 4D model of digital transformation. We also need science attribute. So on this chart, we show you ICBC's 10 pillars. These are the pillars for the digital transformation and the architectural transformation. In summary, they have these characteristics. First, all 10 platforms are self-developed and controllable. Second, in ICBC and partners, these platforms are being used and tested widely. The cooperation is ongoing. They stood the test. The third characteristic is that it is compatible to localized information innovation and the domestic middleware and the OS. This is the full picture of ICBC's attempt in digital transformation. In terms of further implementation of fintech, how to achieve our strategic goals and leverage fintech to scale new height, that is also an important strategic mission for ICBC. So we should not only connect more government enterprises, industries, and consumers, but also connect internet companies, companies like Huawei, and among others. We need to, on the one hand, build the ICBC fintech ecosystem, and on the other hand, embrace openness and convergence, and keep improving the financial innovation capabilities. In terms of enabling the industry, ICBC Technology has launched a series of products revolving around industry digital transformation. Large state-owned enterprises are our strategic customers, and they are in the process of digital transformation. So our digital transformation practice in the financial domain should be shared to those enterprises. That is our task. We will be enabling banks and the financial institutions in regulatory transformation. And also reliable and trustworthy transformation. Consulting service plus comprehensive financial products plus technical platform are what we provide. In the technical platform, we have launched the distributed technical platform. In ICBC's transformation journey, we proposed the mainframe plus core platform system. Our open platform, out of 400 applications, there are 220 applications that are now being distributed, especially personal mainframes are on the platform, and over 600 million users are being supported by this platform. There are over 9 billion service calls every day. The RPO is 0, and RTO is close to 0, is second level. In our intelligent O&M, distributed architecture has played an important role. Our SLA is 99.99. So after 7 or 8 years of development of the distributed system, we have now realized autonomy and self-control. And this system has witnessed numerous tests. We are now working with customers, banks, and other partners in transformation of a distributed system. In our cooperation with Huawei, because ecosystem building is more about working with partners. On the PaaS layer, our 10 platform that's more on the PaaS layer. We also have a SaaS layer bank services. On the IaaS layer, including database, OS, and service and the middleware, we rely on our partners. So our cooperation with Huawei this time aims at database, cloud native, and big data cooperation, so that we achieve greater autonomy and self-control of fintech. So I'll give you several cases, including distributed system, market risk analysis, fully compliant with Basel III, among others. Looking ahead, our view is to enable medium and small banks and the fintech autonomy development. On the related conference, I advocated standards. The BankTech Alliance should launch more fintech standards and specifications. Second, we should promote orderly competition. We need to give these banks and the companies capabilities full play. And also, I wish all the small and medium and large banks and the financial related companies can work in synergy. Thank you very much.
Thank you for a great talk. Please go back to your seat. Well, Luzhou Bank has implemented distributed reconstruction based on cloud native to build a dual model technical architecture to create a bank of the future. Now let's welcome the chief planner of Luzhou Bank, Mr. Han Gang, to talk about bimodal technical architecture digital transformation of Luzhou Bank. Please welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm from Luzhou Bank. It's located in Sichuan province. It's a small bank located at a prefecture level city. I have been at the summit for about 1 day and a half and have learned a lot from the speeches of our peers, and now we feel that we are under tremendous pressure because other banks are moving so quickly. Huawei has also released many new financial solutions. This is good news for us, but it also puts strain on us because we need to learn about these new solutions. So how can we let the knowledge sink in? How can we handle competition in the market? We still have a lot of work to do. First, I want to say a few words about Luzhou Bank. It was established in 1997. It was headquartered in Luzhou, Sichuan province. In December 2018, it went public in Hong Kong, which is a milestone for us. In the past 5 years, our bank has registered steady growth. If you look at assets, customer loans, deposits, revenue, the compound annual growth rates of them are more than 30%. We have also invested heavily in technologies. Under the guidance of our board of directors, we have attached greater importance to tech. In the past 5 years, we have put 5% of our revenue in R&D or technological budget. The number of our technical engineers has also grown quickly. When I joined the bank in 2016, it was a 20 or 30 strong workforce. Now it has expanded to 120. The team is growing quickly, but the team is still too small compared with other banks. This means we still have a lot of work to do and we are under great pressure. So against this background, we are quickly taking measures to make up for our weak links. We replaced our old core system in 2016 and upgraded all of our systems. This is also an important task in the past 5 years. In 2019, we also reconstructed our data centers to meet new standards, to better support the needs of our applications. So basically, in the past few years, we have done a lot in reconstructing the apps and the infrastructure. So this is related to the IT. As we make up for our weak links, now we are propelled into the digitization era. The thing is, we have to respond to it, no matter we like it or not, because digitization is already here. We have already explored digitization. In 2019, we started to team up with Huawei Cloud to strengthen our services. We have also released new applications. The distributed architecture is very important, and it's related to the infrastructure, the underlying layer. This signifies a big improvement in our technological capabilities. But having the foundation is not enough. So in the past years, we have also innovated applications and business models. First, I want to talk a bit about cloud native. Yesterday, I heard many speeches about building a distributed architecture. I think that's the main trend in the financial industry. You may want to stick to your traditional businesses, or you might want to develop new services. But in both cases, you need to think about how to create a distributed architecture and how it can fit into your existing IT architecture. We have improved our IT architecture over the past 21 years. And we find that the distributed architecture has been very helpful for our business outcomes. By the end of last year, our revenue stood at about 120 billion RMB. If you look at the compound annual growth rate, you can do the math and figure out how little revenue we generated 5 years ago. And this shows how much technology has contributed to our growth. Leaders in our bank fully recognize the significance of technology in driving business. But we need to take a whole of the bank approach. Now we attach great importance to fintech. Ever since 2018, we have been thinking about how to pursue digital transformation, what we should do, how we should go about it. Some of you in the audience may know about our bank. The management team has lent great support to the tech development in the past few years, which has played a vital role. So ever since 2018, we have been thinking about how to conduct digital transformation. We need to look at the technologies, and we also need to take a whole of the bank approach. We're very lucky that we have selected Huawei Cloud as our partner to create a cloud-native architecture. But we cannot get rid of the original centralized IT architecture. It's still very important for our business. Just because we want to embrace the distributed architecture doesn't mean we need to remove the centralized one. We have looked at the characteristics of our business, and we decide we're going to use both the distributed and the centralized architectures at the same time. This will be very important for our business development in the next couple of years. That's why we adopt the bi-model architecture. It's very easy to understand. You have heard of this phrase a lot on many occasions, I believe. Basically, it means we need to continue to use the centralized architecture, but we also should proactively learn about the distributed architecture. The value of it will become more notable going forward. It may play a more important role than the centralized architecture. We think the bi-model architecture will be here for the next 5 or 10 years, depending on the progress of our tech development. This is also another source of pressure, but we hope we can channel it into a motivation to better improve our technologies. We use the Huawei Cloud Native as our foundation. We started building the platform in 2019, and we have launched it. It will first support our new innovative services. We have built an internet core on top of it. It can meet needs of highly concurrent transactions and the needs of new agile services. It's a very simple choice when we decide to go with Huawei Cloud because it offers the cutting-edge technology in China, and we also admire Huawei a lot for its corporate values. The chairman of our BOD always tells us we should have a sense of crisis because we are a very small bank. Our top priority right now is to survive and thrive, so we need to have a sense of crisis. After the bi-model architecture is deployed, we need to get it up and running. Now the platform is there. We have the ammunition. The next step is to use it to cultivate our competitive advantages so that it can meet our expectations and help us transform our business digitally. So the next step is to reconstruct our apps to adapt to the digital era. This is the biggest challenge facing us moving forward. Just now, I heard the speech given by Mr. Zhang, the CTO of Huawei Cloud. He also talked about the coexistence of the old and the new. It's very similar to our tech approach. So the next step for us is to learn from leading banks in the industry and also take a page from our partners to find out how they can better help us to do digital transformation. So today, the most important thing is not to come here and share with you our practice and thoughts. Instead, it's about learning from others. I think there are many things we can learn from other banks, and I want to use this opportunity to know more tech partners, because your technology will be essential for our digital transformation in the future. We have high expectations for the technology, and we have our own vision of a bank of the future. We want to combine our new and old capabilities so that we can customize products more quickly, iterate them more quickly, so that when we serve our customers, we can meet their needs and deliver great experience to them. So basically, we have done a lot to rebuild the underlying layer. We have also explored new applications. Today, I will quickly share with you the new applications we have rolled out. We're not very ambitious. We built the platform for internet services so that we can reinvent the processes, the corporate culture, and the organization. We started building the distributed architecture in 2019. However, we started to build the internet platform even earlier than that in 2018. We are a traditional bank, a traditional small bank. Our services to businesses account for the lion's share of our revenue. And now we want to offer online loans to better serve consumers. But to provide such an online lending platform, how can we optimize our internal processes and organizations? We just want to take this opportunity to reshape our organization and processes. This is basically what we had in mind when we started doing this. The aim is that our business can better meet the needs of customers and the market. Our goal is to achieve business agility through tech agility. Agility is a very important word for us. We hope our tech team will be able to use the distributed technologies. Before we created the online lending platform, our tech team had never used distributed technologies, unlike large banks that have used distributed technologies for 7 or 8 years. So the internet lending platform is the first application of distributed technologies for us. This new model requires new risk control capabilities. We create the risk control system primarily relying on expert experience. We have also created the organization to meet that need. We set up a tech center in 2018. So basically, we had a dedicated team to create the risk control system. We moved some excellent employees to that team, and we also leveraged the capabilities of partners. In this way, we improved our risk control capabilities. Leaders of the bank also attached great importance to the risk control system. The chairman of the board took the lead to set up a risk control and assessment committee. They guided us in building the risk control system with the best talent we have. We have been through these stages since 2018 in creating the online lending platform. First, we rolled out consumer loans. In this process, the business department and tech department strengthened their cooperation. And we also changed the way we designed products. We learned from industry peers and implemented best practices in our bank. That's about the first stage. In the second stage, we unveiled loans for small and micro enterprises to meet their financial needs. As you know, Luzhou Bank is a small bank in southwestern China. We want to focus on serving small and medium enterprises. Now we are in the third stage. We have advantages in the enterprise business, and we have brought on board a large number of enterprise customers over the years. So right now we are working with them and serving them with a new business model. We started doing this at the end of last year, and now we have made some initial progress. But this is a new business domain, and there's not much we can learn from others. So I want to take this opportunity to call on other banks that are engaged in the same business to share experience with us so that we can make greater progress. That's about everything I want to share with you. I think this is a great opportunity for me to make some friends here. After the conference, we hope partners and banks with similar visions can have a full discussion and talk about how to improve our capabilities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Han Gang. Please be seated. With the diversified development of financial services, big data and artificial intelligence are increasingly applied in the financial industry. Finance has also become an important field of data and AI application, which promotes the rapid development of AI and the data technologies. Next, we will invite Mr. Jia Yongli, President of AI Domain Cloud BU Huawei, to deliver keynote speech, AI and Data Drive Financial Business Innovation. Please welcome. Distinguished leaders and guests, friends from the financial industry, good morning. It's my pleasure to share with you how to apply data and AI technologies to enable financial industry. Yesterday, many leaders of the financial industry have depicted excellent vision for us and also raised challenging questions. Today, as a technological person, I will try to answer that question. As a data personnel, what are the main challenges? Number one, we are in an era of data explosion. Data is becoming diversified. I've been working in big data for about 10 years. Diversified data is what I felt strongly in the recent years. There are structured, non-structured data in financial industry, but also text and multimedia data. Second, today there is an explosion of data utilization requirements. If you look at the big banks, they have thousands or even over 10,000 of data analytics, data analysts. So how to support that large number of data analysts in using data? That's also a big challenge. Number 3, there are various innovation scenarios. And innovation means we need the power of new technologies. That is also a big challenge for AI and big data. Number 4, we all want to combine our data with that of the industry and achieve synergy of 1 + 1 larger than 2. So how do we guarantee benefits for multi-party while ensuring security and compliance? That's also a big challenge for the technicians. If you look at the specific application scenarios, we have discussed with the industry colleagues, and everyone believes that in this era, we must be driven by both data and AI. First, we need to enhance the data foundation. There must be a solid foundation that can evolve and can meet the flexible change requirements of data that supports not only BI but also AI in the future. This data foundation is the foundation for everything else. And second, in AI domain, we want to accelerate innovation. We should not wait for all the technologies to mature. There are more scenarios that need us to explore. There will be a chemical reaction, and there will be a 1 + 1 larger than 2 synergy. This is the reference architecture that Huawei proposes. And also, there are many solutions in it that are mentioned by previous speakers. I won't go into details, but I want to share the key points following this architecture. Number 1, the cloud-native data lake solution is the solution for the future data infrastructure of the financial industry. So what is this data lake? Why is it cloud-native? Many colleagues said, if I put big data on cloud and run on VM, is that database? That is not the data lake that we believe in. We should have a decoupled compute and storage of big data, be it Spark, HBase. The computing should be based on standard cloud computing power. You can use VM, bare metal, or serverless. Storage should use the cloud-native cloud storage. The benefit of this is that it maximizes the cloud architecture advantages. We no longer need to consider the lack of compute and the waste of storage. Or if there's a lack of storage and the storage expansion creates waste of compute. And high reliability, extreme elasticity, and extremely low O&M cost of a cloud will bring long-term benefit. Second, we also need to streamline the metadata to make sure that different data engines in the data lake, Spark or search engines or data warehouses, can streamline the metadata so that engines can collaborate more efficiently. On top of that, we will bring in artificial intelligence to power the data domain efficiency and the tuning efficiency. We know that in Spark and Hadoop there are hundreds of parameters. In China, the only Spark community committer is on my team. My requirement for this PhD is that if you use AI for tuning, you should have a high performance in 90% of the scenario. At the beginning, it was a big challenge, but after a year of practice, it became feasible. So I wish that this capability can be shared with more people. Does data lake means that all the data need to be aggregated into one physical location? No. Financial industry has lots of organization levels. There are headquarters as well as branches. It's impossible to put all the data in one place. So our solution is data virtualization. Through the Hetu engine, this solution can build a virtual view and to build a logical view among different data so that in business analytics, through the SQL and the operator interpretation, it is pushed to the places that are needed. And after analytics, they are rolled up Instead of in the traditional way, there was aggregation, and the whole process took days. But today's solution takes only seconds or minutes. We have explored it in the micro loan scenario, and it was very effective. This engine is also open source. In the Open Logan community, we welcome partners to join in building this engine. We know that many banks have raised the idea of everybody using data. That is a new challenge for the data domain platform. I believe that given today's technologies, our recommendation is data warehouse. The new generation data warehouse must be big enough to support tens of thousands of concurrent access. This is very challenging. Our data warehouse in ICBC is the biggest in the world with over 480 nodes in single warehouse and the PB of data. Our CMB cooperation of cloud data warehouse will be launched this year, and by next year there will be over 150 applications and over 150,000 tasks being operated in this data warehouse. With this foundation, more analysis will be supported because data warehouse is based on SQL. It is simple and convenient so that more business people can use it without having to learn professional Spark language. Speed is the ultimate priority. Speed or time in the financial industry means money. So how do we do things faster? We propose two solutions. The first, we work with China Life to work on the ODS system. So we replace the 30 SQL server with a unified data warehouse. So the challenge is that within 3 minutes, we import the data of a day into the data warehouse in real time rather than a T+1. Today we have realized T+0. The other scenario is we talked about Bank of Things and supply chain finance. We talk about sensors and the information that need to be imported into the database. These are time series data or time space data. Such flow operation and the time series data should be converged with traditional SQL engine in the data warehouse. The Huawei Cloud has a good practice. We have this CEP engine and the data warehouse combined for a redesign. We call it real-time data warehouse. It won the Big Data Expo Advanced Sci-Tech Achievement Award. In our HMS, every second it can import 500 or 600,000 pieces of data, and there are a lot of functions embedded for extreme calculation. The conversion ratio can be 1 to 40. I believe this technology in the future can be applied in a lot of innovative scenarios. Next, let me talk about AI. I believe that there are 3 steps of AI implementation in financial industry. Step 1, we should start from the simplest efficiency improvement scenario. Will we make AI to help us build hundreds or tens of thousands of digital employees so that those process-based, duplicated, and simple operations can be automated? Practice have fully shown that this is feasible. Inside Huawei, there are a lot of such things going on. We're also working with banks to put document input, checking, and verification can be simplified, and the processing time can be shortened. This can better cope with massive requirements. The second step is to use AI to distill expert know-how and experience. Use AI to enable the entire organization so that the entire organization becomes more efficient. Over the past few years, in the oil exploration, drug R&D, and the industry scenarios, we have explored this to combine AI with expertise. There are a lot of ways we can do it. We call it knowledge computing, and last year we launched this product of knowledge computing. What is knowledge computing? It means using AI approach to handle knowledge extraction, representation, and modeling. Based on massive data, after calculation, we can build a highly efficient and a strong model. This model is then being enabled to the people and equipment in this industry. That means we need to work hard to take the expertise from experts in the form of logic model and graphs, represent them, and also based on the massive historical transactions, decisions, and a judgment for training. We use AI that is driven by data to create new model. It has been widely adopted in many industries, and I believe that in the financial industry, which is knowledge intensive, there are analysts, traders, among many others. So all these scenarios can apply AI to build strong knowledge graph. Moreover, financial industry is different from other industries in that it needs to process massive information. The daily information is updated quickly, and there are interconnections between the things. So in the future, the logic graph-based knowledge graph will be a promising solution in this industry, and we welcome you in joining this exploration. The third step of AI application is to apply it into value creation. Yesterday, many leaders have said that there are too many scenarios for us to cover. It's just a matter of time. The Bank of Things. How do we use AI to identify things? What's the size of a forest 3,000 kilometers away? What's the yield of a soybean field that is as far as in Brazil? What about the harvest this year? We have the satellite information, drone information, and remote sensing information. Can we use this information? That's a great idea. So the technology sector needs to use AI to realize that. In the insurance scenario, can we realize unmanned and remote inspection using AI and VR? This will greatly reduce the cost. Also in the financial internet scenario, as many colleagues said, and also the leader from the Luzhou Bank have also mentioned this. How do we use AI for automatic recommendation to be able to find more customers? And also in the smart investment research, the information changes every day. How do we find from the massive information the relevant news and events? This can all be done through AI. We've talked about so many good visions. The challenge then is, what about the AI development? We've been working on data for so many years, and one database was a huge task. And now we want to do AI, which is not less complicated. So how are we going to do it? First, the mature scenarios, the workflow-based and the suite-based scenarios should be done in a pipeline way. For this end, Model Arts Pro provides a capability to help customers customize their production line, such as document recognition scenario. We also can set them into a standard product line. Take OCR as an example. You just need one picture as a sample putting in the OCR and standardize the process. And then this model is generated. You don't need to get hundreds or thousands of pictures and the manual labeling. And there are many other scenarios like that. Second, the Pangu large models that also came up a lot during this meeting. Pangu is an innovative model. We use massive pre-trained data to train a basic model. And this model is huge, with 100 billion parameters. It is highly general purpose and strong in processing. With this basic model, we can adapt it to the industry characteristics, such as the contract or legal text. We feed these documents into this model to generate an industry-specific model. With this model, we'll be much faster in producing AI for this industry. That means we don't need to start from zero. We don't need to work in a workshop-like style. You get PhDs, you get hundreds of contracts, and you need manual labeling. But this Pangu model saves us a lot of time in the AI development. We welcome you in joining the discussion on the Pangu large models. Mr. Ke Xue from GF Securities will talk about this later. After talking about so many innovations, the next big challenge is risk mitigation. I really want to thank the CMB that spent 5 years with Huawei to work on risk control, which have generated excellent outcomes, and the colleague from CMB will talk about in detail later. Graph technology is highly important. Fund analysis, for example, transaction relationship analysis, shareholding insight, and credit relationship analysis. Imagine this, whenever it comes to relationships, the best way to represent it is graph. Compared with using SQL or relational parameters, graph has 10 times or even 100 times of efficiency improvement. There are scenarios that non-graph data cannot address. With such powerful graph engine, we can support 10 billion nodes of a scale with a second level response. With this excellent tool, we can handle risk control, innovation, and be able to prevent risk in real time. Ticks also came up a lot these days. Ticks is a popular word. What does tick do? When data is not converged, can we still control the risk? That's what ticks is about. There are two ways. First, party A and party B data encrypted and sent to a public trusted zone that is managed based on hardware. Within this trusted zone, other software have no privilege to run. So in those zones, you can do the plus, subtract, relation, and the federated query, among many other things. This will solve the privacy leakage issue. The second way is you have homomorphic approach, so that party A and the party B data, though separate, are computed in a homomorphic way. This will also give you equally good result. We've just started in this area. We expect more partners to join us in building the standards of trusted computing. And later, Mr. Zhang from Zhongxin Bank, the China CITIC Bank, will also talk in detail. In the end, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the partners of Huawei, be it technology or platform providers. You've been with us for all this way. It was thanks to your support and joining will we better serve our customers. I expect that our partners will work with us even more in the financial scenario. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jia Yong Li. Please go back to your seat. Flow of trusted data on the condition of meeting data protection and privacy requirements can create greater value for the financial sector, then we will welcome to the stage Mr. Zhang Ming, President of the China CITIC Bank Credit Card Center, to talk to us about digital enablement and bring warmth to financial services. Please welcome. Hello everyone, it gives me great pleasure to attend the summit. I want to ask you two questions to start with. Have you upgraded to Harmony OS? Second, have you applied for the China CITIC Bank Huawei card? Why do I ask these two questions? Well, yesterday I posted something on my WeChat Moments, and I found that over 10,000 people had upgraded to Harmony OS. Just now, I took several minutes and I managed to make payments very conveniently. That's why it's very important to upgrade to this new operating system and apply for the CITIC Bank Huawei card, because it will bring great convenience to your payment experience. My presentation covers three parts today. First, an intelligent financial ecosystem without boundaries. Second, bringing warmth to financial services. Third, jointly constructing and sharing solutions for shared success. First, I want to play a short video for you to present the China CITIC Bank Huawei card. This is an era of miracles. The rapid development of 5G boosts digitization, new technologies, new experience, new future, coming out of the collision of virtual and real 5G world. As a brand that strongly promotes the empowerment of financial technology, China CITIC Bank has joined forces with Huawei to launch a credit card in the mobile form. That's the China CITIC Bank Huawei card. It has three major digital technologies, including smart management, convenient mobile payment, and account security, aimed at creating a milestone in the digitization of credit cards in the 5G world and start a new era of payment 3.0 marked by credit card in mobile phones. In terms of insights, we start from the digital technology attributes of convenience, intelligence, and security, as well as the digital consumer behaviors of the new generation. We developed the marketing concept of China CITIC Bank Huawei card, digital technology decryption plan, which has attracted a lot of attention and increased the card application and usage. In terms of communication, we have worked with Huawei to announce the arrival of the China CITIC Bank Huawei card with a digital drone flight show. This has achieved remarkable results. Going forward, the China CITIC Bank Credit Card Center will make every effort to promote digital transformation and better empower the credit card ecosystem with fintech. I want to thank Huawei for trusting us, for trusting the China CITIC Bank Credit Card Center. Our cooperation goes far beyond that. Ever since 2015, the China CITIC Bank Credit Card has supported Huawei Pay. We worked seamlessly. Our CITIC credit card app integrates Huawei Pay. Covering a range of Huawei devices to deliver the last mile payment experience. We have accumulated capabilities in credit card business for over 10 years. And in 2020, we unveiled the China CITIC Bank Huawei card. That was the first credit card in mobile phones, and it was based on a solid tech foundation of digital technologies of the two companies. I want to share with you the customer experience of the CITIC Bank Huawei card. This is the number of rewards given to customers who have used the Huawei card. Our company has the following corporate values, that is, respecting customers, integrity, innovation, coordination, and pursuing excellence. We are committed to deepening digitization. We have the 1+N strategy, and we want to build a platform to provide financial services and serve people's everyday needs. Our monthly active users stand at 15 million. The credit card is a carrier. We also work with partners to meet the needs of our customers. So how do we do this? Well, the China CITIC Bank Credit Card Center started to build new infrastructure in 2015. In the past, we used the IBM mainframes. Later, we developed a new core banking system in-house. And the number of employees has grown from 200 to 1,000. And there are also 500 outsourced employees in our credit card center. This is a huge team by national and even international standards. We have completely got rid of the mainframes and embraced the distributed and cloud-native architecture. This is what I mean by the new infrastructure. It's based entirely on the microservice architecture. The second thing is, in October 2019, we upgraded the core systems of the credit card center, and it fully meets the requirements of localized ICT applications. We have cloudified the office systems and other applications, and we have integrated computing and storage. This is a typical example of localized ICT innovation and application. The third thing I want to talk about is we have delivered brand new user experience. We rely on our strong technologies using AI biometrics, smart voice, smart search, and big data, as well as the 5G full IP open service platform to provide services to our customers across the entire process. Apart from improving our tech capabilities, we have delivered a new intelligent service experience themed Scenario plus AI. Scenarios are branches. We treat them like branches. We leverage technology as much as possible to serve our customers and enable them. So basically, the China CITIC Bank Credit Card Center has created a new infrastructure and delivered new user experience. We haven't increased the number of our employees in our center, but we have managed to meet new customer demands. This is attributable to our technologies such as big data. This is also because we work with a wide range of partners to jointly develop solutions. We need to move from statistics technologies to artificial intelligence if we want to do digitization. We talk about electrification, informatization, so on and so forth, but they are things of the past. We no longer talk about them because computers already become an important part of our everyday life. We will genuinely achieve digitization when we no longer talk about it. That's the point I want to convey. My point is we hope digitization can be part of the way we work and live. Right now, we're promoting digitization so that it can benefit our work and production. Now we bring together the data of our company and our partners, and we use federated learning so that we can gain insights from data and better serve our customers. We have unveiled the China CITIC Bank Huawei card, as I mentioned earlier. And I want to thank the TICS, the Huawei Cloud Trusted Intelligent Computing Service, so that we can jointly build models with partners and we can grow together. And now we have created a new ecosystem. We call it application as a service. We have talked about IaaS and PaaS and SaaS and so forth. Since 2016, as we upgraded the credit center, we realized that we could create something like API as a service. We could turn all of our services into APIs. So our employees and our partners can work on this platform and share capabilities. Now on this as platform, we have provided services to many credit centers. They can use it to build models, to evaluate risks, because they don't have the process or the technological expertise or the capital, but we have all of that, so we could help them. We also have the customers, the IT infrastructure, and the capabilities. So eventually, I hope we can, in the future together, we hope we can bring warm financial services to every customer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zhang Ming. Please be seated. Huawei Cloud and the Huawei Mobile Service cooperated with the CITIC Bank Card Center to present a special online live broadcast of the Financial Summit. Open your Huawei phone later, swipe right to the high board, and touch latest activities on the nearby services card to enter the live broadcast of the Huawei card from 13 hours to 13 hours 30 today to chat with the anchor. Building a differentiated brokerage technology platform through leading digital technologies is an effective means to intelligently upgrade the brokerage industry. Next, we invite Mr. Ke Xue, General Manager, IT Department, Guangfa Securities, to share on jointly build a new open finance ecosystem to accelerate digital and intelligent transformation. Please welcome. Distinguished guests, good morning. I'm Ke Xue from Guangfa Securities. It is my honor to be invited to Huawei Intelligent Finance Summit. As the only representative from the security industry, I am highly honored. Just now we listened to Huawei expert and the banking colleagues sharing on their experience, and I am highly inspired. Next, I want to share with you some of the latest explorations and practices of Guangfa Securities in AI. Securities is a young and a dynamic industry in China, which has gone through hundreds of years of development in mature markets in Europe and America in a short period of 30 years. Capital market is playing an increasingly important role in China's national economy. In the words of General Secretary Xi Jinping, the financial industry is highly relevant to all other industries. As an important component of financial industry, security development strategy has shifted from the 12-5 5-year plan expansion and the 13th 5-year plan improvement to building differentiated competitiveness through digital platforms in the 14th 5-year plan. In retrospect, the application of information technology has run through the development of security industries for 30 years, shifting from electronic and network to all-around digital and intelligent today. Guangfa Securities was founded with knowledge as the core value of they had. Innovation is a good DNA of our sustained and robust growth. In investment banking, we propose a butterfly-style warrant to solve the old problem in the full circulation reform. In terms of wealth management, our number of investors has been ranked #1 in the industry for 10 years in a row. Guangfa Research Institute has been the top of the new wealth research team for many years. In terms of investment management, E-Fund and the Guangfa Fund are named as the two powers of Guangzhou, have ranked #1 and #3 in their size of public funds. In recent years, Guangfa Securities has made a forward-looking layout and increased investment in fintech, set the pace of technology development such as mobile-first, AI enablement, and convergent innovation, and carried out a large number of fruitful innovations. We believe that intelligent, middle office-based, scenario-specific is the development trend of AI plus securities. We see that the application puzzle of AI in the securities industry is becoming more and more complete, covering more and more scenarios. Today, I will focus on 4 core application scenarios: smart investment banking, smart investment research, smart risk control, and smart financial warning. Our vision of intelligence is to build a digital and intelligent Guangfa Securities that creates customer value. From the bottom up, we build the 4 pillars of our intelligent application system, from AI infrastructure to intelligent computing platform to business enablement platform to customer service platform. We deploy intelligent applications based on customer service, investment financing, and compliance and risk control. Investment banking is the engine of securities, and we have implemented intelligent management of investment banking projects throughout the life cycle. Full chain intelligence refers to the intelligence of the entire chain of contracting, undertaking, underwriting, and a continuous supervision of investment banking services. On this basis, we achieve standard operations through the system, which can precisely avoid risks and ultimately achieve the goal of increasing energy efficiency. We combine industry knowledge such as expert experience, regulatory rules, and operational specifications of investment banks with AI knowledge to unlock the experience value of investment banking personnel and reduce repetitive and low-value labor. For example, IPO filing documents frequently have typos. Security companies, in addition to being penalized, will also have other negative social impact. With intelligent document review, we can avoid similar errors and reduce the review time from 7 days to 2 hours. In addition, our bank flow check has been shortened from 14 days to 2 hours, and the relation check has been shortened from 3 days to 1 hour. We also leveraged RPA technology to assist with due diligence, increasing efficiency by 70% plus. Research business is the core competence of security firms. Both seller research and buyer research are very important. Zhanxin Investment Research is an integrated buyer investment and research platform developed by Guangfa Securities. It covers multiple core business scenarios, including research analysis, factor management, transaction management, investment risk control, and intelligent warning. It implements the open strategy and provides customers with capabilities in various forms, such as system, data, and value-added services, including credit research, quantitative analysis, portfolio management, transaction execution, product innovation, and asset allocation. AI has substantially improved our investment and research business. The first is a tenfold increase in efficiency. Without increasing the number of researchers, we could only cover more than 300 research projects. But today, we can cover more than 4,000 research subjects in almost the entire market. Second, our asset management subsidiary has grown by 85 billion, and our bond default warnings have been as accurate as over 93%. Due to such practical achievements, we won the bid for a major project of Shenzhen Stock Exchange in 2020. We also opened our capability platform to more than 17 financial institutions and enterprises, which was well received by our customers. Risk control is the foundation of brokerage. Traditional risk management mostly adopt a passive market marking approach. The accuracy is not high. Our intelligent risk control system covers 5 aspects: risk identification, risk analysis, risk measurement, risk monitoring, and risk reporting. It can implement proactive warning, proactive penetration, and intelligent assessment. Forward-looking warning uses neural networks, word recognition, and semantic analysis technologies to model public opinions, generate risk warning signals, and accurately push them to risk control personnel and investment managers. We use knowledge graph technology to penetrate all related parties of the transaction entity to form a complete and comprehensive risk view. Our intelligent risk control system has 3 characteristics: wide coverage, fast calculation, and efficient use. We measure cross risks for the same customer, including credit, market, liquidity, and operational risks, and calculate exposures separately or in combination within the same risk scenario. This is based on our risk measurement engine. What's more important, not only did we build the engine, but the company's risk management experts verify the results and continuously optimize them. In addition, we implemented a cross-system and low-latency joint risk control, dynamically allocated capital, centrally manage risk exposures, and improve capital turnover. It is one of the core capabilities of brokers to identify enterprise financial risks in advance and accurately to avoid mistakes. Our intelligent financial warning system supports key business areas such as investment banking, investment research, and investment. The data center provides abnormal samples, financial indicators, and non-financial indicators, and the model engine processes them. The model engine generates 100-point financial health scores and the financial abnormal features of the investment target. The system automatically generates warning signals based on the scores and abnormal features for decision making. Our system covers more than 4,000 listed companies and more than 6,000 bond issuers. We initially applied an expert rule of experience with an accuracy of 67%. The machine learning model was used for multiple rounds of iteration. However, it was difficult to model financial indicator data and a few bad samples. As a result, the accuracy of the machine learning model reached a 79% bottleneck. Finally, Huawei provided the Pangu large model. Thanks to the tremendous support of Mr. Jia Yongli's team, we spent over 2 months to improve the model accuracy to over 90%. Among the 3 types of financial anomalies, the most serious is the supervisory penalty category. We have a recognition rate of 100%. The Pangu large model has the following advantages in our practice. First, by establishing the correlation between the training samples and the pre-training samples, the shortage of samples can be effectively compensated. Second, data augmentation is carried out during data processing, so that a trained model has stronger generalization capability. In our practice with Huawei, Pangu model learns massive amounts of voice and text data and forms common cross-domain knowledge. After being integrated with industry knowledge, the Pangu model has excellent performance in complex commercial scenarios. Lastly, in the future, we and Huawei have proposed the idea of jointly building a new open financial ecosystem. With the rapid development of financial technology represented by AI, Guangfa Securities will work with technology giants like Huawei to carry out comprehensive and in-depth cooperation. Based on Huawei's full-stack AI digital foundation, we will comprehensively deepen the application of AI and securities in all scenarios. We will open our professional capabilities to our customers and partners, and jointly build a new open financial ecosystem. That's all of my speech. Thank you very much.
Please go back to your seat. The financial industry needs continual innovation to reduce fraud risk through evolving data and AI technologies. Now we'll have with us Mr. Wu Lei, head of the cybersecurity team of China Merchants Bank, who will talk about real-time intelligent risk control. Let's welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm the director of the cybersecurity team of China Merchants Bank. My name is Wu Lei. It gives me great pleasure to attend the summit and give a speech. It's very rare for us who work in the back office to take the stage. So I'm very glad I have the opportunity to share with you what we have done in risk control. The CMB business has grown rapidly in recent years. The number of online transactions has skyrocketed. It's shifting from a traditional financial player to a player that delivers a broader financial ecosystem. If we have solid security capabilities, will determine how far we go. In 2016, CMB started exploration and innovation of the risk control systems. First, fraud is a constant and ever-growing threat facing the banking industry. Our technologies and businesses are moving forward, but the hackers, those who conduct fraud, are also using great technologies and infrastructure. So they are more difficult to deal with right now. According to statistics, if you look at the Chinese market, hundreds of billions of RMB are lost because of fraud, and over 3 million people are engaged in the fraud industry. They have very clear division of labor, and it's already a very mature industry. Some are responsible for developing software and hardware, virus, the phishing software, and so on. Others are responsible for collecting information and sell it. Others are engaged in the fraud activity, and others are responsible for laundering money. So this is a highly mature industry. And the way they conduct fraud is changing constantly. Now there's face identity theft and telecom fraud, so on and so forth. You must have read about them or watched them on news. Even those well-educated people are defrauded, like programmers or professors. We assume they are quite intelligent. They should not fall for this. But the scammers are even smarter than them, and they are one step ahead of them. So we need to be cautious of the fraud. Before the advent of big data and mobile connectivity technologies, we didn't have many ways to deal with fraud, and we didn't have many data sources. It was very difficult to detect an ongoing fraud. For example, we don't have enough computing power. You need to make a decision in a matter of milliseconds. It's very tricky. And experience-derived rules cannot keep up with the changing situations. And there's a low level of automation. All of these are challenges in fighting fraud. Now we have new technologies. I think mainly we have three goals in dealing with fraud. First, controllable risk. Second, great experience. Third, compliance. In order to achieve these three targets, these very ambitious targets, what should we do? Product managers, internet companies must feel this strongly. It's very difficult to balance great customer experience and security. That's why we need to rely on new technologies to reconstruct our business, data, systems, and the relationship with customers. So we need a new generation of risk control systems. We want to ensure utmost security. We want to ensure the risks are controllable, but we still want to cooperate with others. Banks are critical infrastructure for the country. They need to meet regulatory requirements. Regulators are like, you not only need to ensure security of customers' transactions, you also need to make sure illegal cash or ill-gotten gains do not come into the stock market or the real estate market. And we need to guard against telecom fraud as well. So the regulatory requirements are becoming increasingly strict. In the past, what we needed to do was to make sure it was, or the customer was, who he or she claimed to be. But now, even if in that case, we still need to detect and intercept some transactions because they are at risk of being defrauded. And we have developed Libra, a brand new intelligent risk control platform for the entire bank. It focuses on in-event risk control. I don't know if you have the CMB mobile app. You can sign in and make payments, withdraw cash, or make deposits. When these activities are ongoing, the Libra can figure out the potential risk and make decisions. And it's not only used for online banking, but also direct banking. And it has some scoring models. It will rate each transaction as low risk, medium risk, or high risk. So that decisions can be made accordingly. For example, it's not enough to get the password in order for you to withdraw cash. We also need to do facial recognition to make sure you are the owner of the account. Before 2016, risk control was done with a traditional rule engine. In 2016, we launched the Libra distributed rule engine, as well as machine learning model, and later real-time feature engineering and neural network model in the following years. Basically, we develop new technologies every year and apply them to risk control. In 2020, we introduced the graph analysis to the Libra platform. This is what the Libra platform is like. It has a very clear structure. It has the Fusion Insight coming from Huawei, including the real-time decision engine and cloud-native data lake. We are still using experience-derived rules, but we are also relying on AI to make more accurate decisions and intercept risky transactions. On top of the infrastructure, we have the risk control policy and risk control service. Our partners also use our Libra platform. And then we have the risk control operations on top of it, including agent service. We have dedicated teams training the risk control model and intercepting transactions. Why do we need AI instead of just the experience-derived rules? Because the user experience is not very good. Because they require a lot from customers. So they're not very user-friendly. Now, customers are very much accustomed to the internet experience, so they have high requirements for applications. If our app creates a lot of hassle for them, that is not good. That's why we need AI. Plus, the rules need manual maintenance, which is quite tricky, and updating the rules is also costly. We have collected a lot of data and put it into the data lake, and we have done full-scale user profiling. Plus, we use AI to make real-time decisions in a matter of 30 milliseconds. Let me put it in perspective. This will have literally no impact on user experience when you say withdraw cash from ATM. We do not want the risk control system to add too much latency to the business. Our BP has declined for about 10% for 4 years consecutively. So this is quite an achievement. So how does the Libra platform work to intercept transactions? When users log in or change their documents or make transfers or payments, the Libra platform comes in and does calculations at very high speed, refers to the models, and does real-time feature engineering, so it quickly makes decisions and comes up with a risk score. So the transaction is rated accordingly. So as a result, either the transaction is intercepted or it can go on. Strong computing power is essential to high-speed, to real-time feature engineering. There are about 3,000 variables in our system, and calculation takes sub-seconds, which is less than milliseconds. For example, we can figure out the number of logins in the past 10 days, 1 month, or 1 year, and such results can be calculated in sub-seconds. Data lakes are the basis in the big data era. CMB uses Huawei's Fusion Insight data lake, and on top of it, we have developed our own AI platform. This reduces the technical barrier, and we can train our models on the AI platform. We mainly use GBM for algorithm training, LGBM, and XGBoost. We also use other neural network algorithms. After we figure out the result, we send it to the RTD, the real-time decision-making engine. In 2020, Libra has prevented losses of 3 billion, and the risk BP is 1/10 millionth, which is a big improvement compared with the past few years. And it covers over 200 risk control scenarios, including online, offline, credit card, wholesale, and retail. This year, I think we're going to achieve more with the Libra platform. This is the operations dashboard. It displays at every given second how many transactions have been detected or intercepted. Some transactions are allowed to go through, others require the customer to enter the password. There are hundreds of types of decisions. We have worked closely with Huawei ever since 2016. Many developers in Huawei have worked side by side with us, and we have gradually improved our risk control systems. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to Huawei for providing us with tremendous tech support. We hope together we can build an even stronger and more powerful risk control system. Thank you, Mr. Wu Lei. Please go back to your seat. I also want to thank every guest for sharing with us many cases and practices in Cloud Native 2.0 when it's integrated with the financial industry. Cloud Native 2.0 will be effective in driving the intelligent upgrade of the financial service sector. The key is the coexistence of the new and the old, and Cloud Native 2.0 can help enterprises become cloud native ones. Dear leaders and distinguished guests, this is the end of the keynote speech at the Huawei Intelligent Finance Summit 2021. In the afternoon, we will also have Huawei Cloud Tech Sub-Forums, which will be attended by technical experts and customers. We will talk to you about the technical practices of enabling the financial industry in the new cloud native era. The forum will begin at 2 p.m. You're welcome to participate in them. Thank you again for your participation.
big boss plan.